Hello everyone, my name is Kushpreet and today I'm gonna make a video a value of play-based teaching learning. So let's start with the introduction. Hello families, thank you and spending some time to watch this video. I will be responding to your inquiries or whether play-based children and teaching are valuable today. I'm going to cover these three key aspects: theoretical perspective of play, importance of play-based learning and domains of development, ways various forms of play are applied through learning in children. So let's start with theoretical reflection of theoretical viewpoints of play. While research and educational practitioners have been working on the study of play over the past decades, and the various theoretical approaches assist us the realization of why play is so significant and influential in growth of children. So Jean Piaget is the one of influential theorist. Piaget was the opinion that children became constructive in their knowledge learning through how practical exploration and interaction with surrounding the world. He developed a cognitive development theory whereby children passed three stages of thinking. His theory was play reflection of stage that child at as an early stage. As an example, it's in a proportional stage where children do symbolic plays. So one thing symbolizes another one. For example, playing with a stick and pretending it's a spoon as in box a car. So here is a figure 1 where I can show the child is playing with a box pretending it's a car. So Piaget says that that kind of play enables children to exercise and sharpen mental abilities that they already have, such as memory, imagination, and symbolic thought. Nevertheless, a critical analysis of those proposed by Piaget indicates that it's a put heavy emphasis on personal discovery, and it might not be a paying attention in relation to social relationship and cultural influence. Also, similar thoughts, separate viewpoint was presented by other author, which is a stress that fact learning is highly social and culture. He proposed the idea that zone of producing development that can define as a difference between the tasks as a children can perform without the help of more knowledgeable individual like as an adult and peer. So children tend to work is in a zone case of play situation, particularly imaginative or role plays. As an example is that child pretending to be a teacher can be a more complicated vocabulary and formal language than she would normally used in normal conversation. So children will grow their potential through cooperation, bargaining, and monitoring. Importantly, this theory appreciates relationships between acknowledges that families, communities, and cultural practices have impact on way play is realized. However, others can stay the notions of the biopsychology can be effective with the help of skilled adults, and in this situation it's a different base of training in the educational environment. Additionally, the founder of kindergarten, Faraday H. Froebel, was the opinion that the pinnacle of human growth during early childhood education is played up. He didn't just consider play a way of preparing at joining a school, but was also ambitious throughout the significant is at his own manner. So Froebel thought that children would learn optical way when he interacted while prepared materials that stimulated exploration, creativity, and expressing themselves. He introduced themselves special learning materials which are called gifts. Moreover, these were structured materials like blocks and shapes, which were structured to facilitate discovery of patterns and relationships. So the concept of Froebel also used still learning in early childhood education and classrooms today, especially in settings where creativity and child-focused teaching are welcome. The critical reflection on the work of Froebel can be remind us the fact that all those structured materials can be used in which to play. So now I am going to talk about the importance of play-based learning in various development domains. So play-based learning is a holistic manner in which they are following some importance in various development domains, which are thinking and problem solving, which is a cognitive development, in which children are training like they are thinking processes which they construct block, puzzle, play around them without different materials, engage the fantasy. These are memories, attention, reasoning, planning and creativity. As an illustration showing in the figure 2, a child is stacking blocks. So it's the concept that the child builds a tower. Child is not merely piling things up, or she investing concepts of balance, height, stability, and cause and effect. If I talk about the language development, then the language development is a play-based, valuable, and encouraging communication. Which comes to role play, cooperative work. Children will naturally use conversations, negotiate roles, explain ideas, and development common stories, such as communication vocabulary enhances sentence structure in real life situations. Next is the social development, which helps to enable children to learn in a graduate manner how to interact with others positively. Cooperation and teamwork built up through activities that characterized by sharing their material, taking turns, and working towards a common objective. If I talk about the emotional development, then it's a kind of development in which children have a secure, conducive environment to realize, work out emotions. Children are able to experience the feeling of excitement, fear, frustration, happiness through imaginary situations, and they find manageable. Playing as a superhero can assist children to investigate concepts of courage and authority. So if I talk about the physical development, then it's a development that shows the active play such as running, climbing, balancing, dancing will help to improve the strengthening the muscles, coordination, and health. So various types of implementation in children's training. Well, many families tend to ask questions such as why it is important to play-based learning in this practice. Therefore, we will discuss various forms of play that teacher will strategically facilitate learning. So, it's a dramatic pretend by play. Dramatic play involves roles like shop, home, or doctor. Teachers offer objects resources like stimulate fantasy. The educator monitor the children in their interaction where it present new words to problem to solve. As an illustration, where children play the game of a restaurant, the teacher would introduce the manuals with numerals, which would stimulate counting and literacy. So this demonstrate the place is relating to academics. So in this figure 3, it's showing like 3 straw salads and a risotto. It's a kind of menu. After that, I am talking about constructive play, which helps to implies building and creating with the helps of blocks as shown in the figure. The children are playing with materials and building toys. Children experiment with different shapes, balances, patterns, and spaces. So the learner teachers may pose stand-up questions. What do you want to think that it will be help to stronger? This stimulates the critical thinking. After that, there is a outdoor and physical activity. Outdoor and physical activity helps their children to take well-being risk evaluations, a relationship with nature, climbing and balancing, strengthening the development coordination. So after that, there is a sensory play which involves activities with sand, water, and textured material. So in conclusion, to sum up, Pygates, Pygastic, Froebel, and other theoretical approaches which helps to learn development and reveal that center of learning process overall growth of child. So play facilitate cognitive, language, social, physical, by which means dramatic, constructive, physical, and sensory teachers that helps shape up reaching the learning environment. So thank you for listening. Hopefully this discussion have seen when children play, they are learning in powerful and meaningful ways. So here are the references. Thank you.